Hello everyone, it's Daisy Doll here with another Disney Dreamlight Valley video. Hope you're all having a great day. If you do find the video useful, please leave a like and subscribe as it really does help a lot. So today what we're going to look at is how to prepare for the next star path, which is only in 2 days. So I know a lot of people say they find the star path very grindy and it's quite stressful and it takes a lot of resources. And they spend a lot of time just grinding and farming as soon as the star path hits. I want to find Disney Dreamlight a very relaxing game, so I take a slightly different approach, and as soon as one star path finishes, I start thinking about collecting things for the next one, so that when it does come to do the star path, I've got a lot of the things ready there to go, and it's just a nice relaxing time. So let's have a look at how I normally go around this. So the first thing that I do is I don't open any memory orbs at all. They're actually scattered all over my valley. So this is where I normally start preparing my vegetables ready for cooking for the next star path. So I've got quite a lot of memory orbs around here, just left there ready for the star path that says go and open 10 memories. I've got some here. There's another 2 there. I do know where they all are. I've made a note of where they all are, and there's some down there from fishing. That's just a few of them that I've got. Now, if you want to make life easier for yourself collecting orbs, one of the easiest way is to go to your floating island and plant something that's very quick growing, something like wheat or sugarcane. So plant tons of it, and then as you dig it, bring somebody with you who's a gardener. And as you're harvesting all the different plants that you've planted, you will get memory orbs. And obviously, if you can leave them, if you always plant up here, your memory orbs are always going to be in one place. And of course, you can reset your island. You've got an F. You can actually reset the floating island there, which will pick up everything on your island, all the resources, which means you can harvest all your memory orbs in one go, and they will all be in your inventory. So that is one thing that you can do. Majority of the star path is always set in the valley, in this very first base game, because not everyone has the expansion packs. So the next bit that we always say to one another is collecting Dreamlight. Now at the moment I just spent a lot of Dreamlight, and I've only got 10,000. By Wednesday, by the time that the next star path hits, I'll have at least 40k. And how do I do this? So I just do these very simple ones. If you look at add 3 decorations to the Glade of Trust, you can just go there, dump 3 things on the ground and pick them straight back up. Done, you've got 100. Go and catch 3 fish from Dazzle Beach, again very easy. Feed a rabbit is an easy one. Go and pick 3 mushrooms, very easy. Sell 1 mineral oil. No, all these are very easy. You have got others, and some of them do give you an awful lot. If you look like sell meals, it gives you 300. I've actually done all the meal ones. You get some for foraging. So if I feed 1 more crocodile, I have got 200 Dreamlight. So I've got an awful lot that are very close because I've left them ready for when the star path hits and it says go and collect 10k Dreamlight. I can do that very quickly just by doing some of these. This one brings me to another one, is night thorns. There is always on the star path a thing about collecting night thorns. So although my valley looks very messy, I've left all the night thorns out, so you can see they're everywhere. So when it comes to the star path quest that says go and pick 10 night thorns, I can just come to my valley and just pick them, and that's that one done. Cooking ingredients. There always seems to be quests that say go and cook X, Y, and Z. So what I do is way before I start growing lots and lots of vegetables ready for the star path, and I keep them all in different storage boxes, and I have at least 3 or 4 stacks of every single one. And I do that over a very, very long time. So as soon as the star path ends, I start collecting things again, ready for cooking for this next star path, which means it's not grindy. I can just come out here, plant 99 vegetables, harvest them with a companion. I sell what I don't need, so it makes me lots of money. And of course I also get the memory orbs. I also get the rich soil, which quite often you do need for the star path. So when you're doing the star path, it's best to have your energy bar filled up yellow, because you've got a much higher chance of getting resources. So what I normally do is I come here and I think about what can I cook, and I try and choose something that's got very easy to obtain ingredients, something like a berry salad. Start cooking, and we can cook a few of these. Let's cook 15. And I just leave those to cook, and I'll just come back later and have a look at them. I don't need them till the star path, so there's no hurry. The next thing is building resources. I don't know if you remember the last star path, quite a lot of people got caught out and we needed, what was it, 600 stone? So as soon as that star path ended, I did have the 600 stone, I had it ready. So I do start collecting all the wood. As you can see, I have wood, I collect soil, rich soil. I always collect the seaweed as well. You can turn this red algae into seaweed, because the last star path we did need a lot of rope and fibre, and obviously you need seaweed for that, so I do go and collect a lot of seaweed. So make sure that you do collect all the natural building materials that you might need. And again, I only collect them from the valley because the majority of the star path is based on the valley. I always collect a lot of coal, because you've got quests that say go and feed 10 people in a restaurant, go and feed 10 people in Remy's, go and give 10 people gifts. And I always do, when it says gifts, I always go and have a look at the cooking ones. I think they're the easiest ones, because I've got all these down here have all got cooking ingredients. This is all my fish. Quite often the star path looks at you cooking recipes that aren't that easy to obtain the ingredients, which often include your shellfish and seafood. So I do go and collect quite a lot of the different shellfish and seafood. Oh, and again, only from the valley, ready. I do grow a lot of wheat and sugar cane ready for the star path. Wheat obviously is used in a lot of recipes, and the sugar canes are used in a lot of the desserts, so I do use those. The next thing that I start, which is my today's job, is start collecting the potions. So often in the star path we get a quest that'll say go and collect 60 onions. So I can go and get the seed, but then I don't want to be waiting 40, 50, 3 hours or whatever it is for the vegetables to grow. So I always have some miracle growth ready. And the pickaxe, we always get those that say go and collect X, Y, and Z gems. Using the pickaxe polish, you can get the gems really, really quickly for those. Sometimes it's like 3 or 4 mines, and I've done the quest. And then the other one is the fishing bait, because it quite often asks you to go and get fish that only spawn in the orange fishing node. So I use the fishing bait there to make the nodes turn orange, and then everyone that I'm fishing is orange, so it makes it very easy. If you're wondering what ingredients you need to make these, it's here. Go to potions, you've got the miracle growth, and you can see you need these crystals, so you can go to Vitali's mine to get the crystals, and they respawn very quickly. So take a miner companion with you, and you can easily get the 20, 30 crystals each time you go. And normally by the time I've been to the mine, got my companion, got my 20, 30 crystals, come back, made a potion, they've already respawned back in the Vitali's mine. which means I can constantly keep making potions if I need them. The rich soil for this one, I tend just to get those from, you get those from harvesting your garden. So like I said, I do plant an awful lot of vegetables and very easy to grow vegetables and grains such as the wheat, just to get the rich soil so that I can make more miracle growth. The fishing one does need red algae. Again, I do go, and what I do there is I just fish and fish and fish and fish, not in a fishing node, to try and get the red algae, which means that I can make the fishing bait. The shovel one, if you want to use that one, uses the dry wood. I tend not to make those. And then the one that's not here is a pickaxe one. And these onyx, they do seem quite rare to drop, but when I go into the Vitalis mine, what I do tend to find is maybe once or twice, maybe twice, when I've been in there twice, I have got enough onyx to make a more even miraculous pickaxe polish. And I do suggest that you make the larger ones rather than the small ones. They do last a lot longer. So if you're wondering where the mine is, I can show you where that is as well. When my game loads. So the mine, we go up here. And Alice is my miner, so she lives right next to Vitalis mine, so she always seems to be in a house. So I'll go and collect her, and I come here to the mine, which you can see is just there. It's just next to the water. So I'll collect Alice, go there, and collect the Vitalis crystals. The other thing that I do is I obviously use my ancient vacuum. So if you've not got your ancient vacuum, I think it's from the Rift in Time. If you've not got that fully upgraded, I do suggest that you fully upgrade it, because it's really, really useful. And what you can do there, if it says, I don't know, you need 20 yellow flowers, for example, I can just go get my vacuum, click on it, and it'll collect everything that's harvestable in this area. So I go, put it down the peaceful meadow, collect everything. Then what I do is I pick it back up, I take it to the next place, put it down, and collect all the stuff there. So you can use just one vacuum to do your entire valley. And because I do this over quite a long time, it means that I don't have any stress from collecting it. I leave all these now, all the flowers and everything, I just leave them there now, because the next collect these up. It's only 2 days for the next star path to be here. So I've got everything ready, and it just means that obviously I can have everything prepared, so I don't have to go grinding. I don't have to spend days and days just grinding, because I've been doing it gradually since the last star path. The very last thing is, the one thing I know a lot of people get frustrated with, is the Daisy fashion challenges. I find those very easy, because what I've been doing right from starting this game is I come into Donald's, into the store every day, and I have a look, see if there is anything at all that I have not already bought. If you've not already got them, they've got a little red dot next to them, next to where the money is. So I come and I check absolutely everything here to see if there is anything. And it doesn't look like there's anything today. It is quite rare now that there's anything there that I've not got. There you can see the red dot on this one, so I buy that. And you can see that it's rustic, quirky, study, living room and kitchen. So it covers quite a lot, so I buy that. And you can see I've got over 5 million gold. That is just from growing and harvesting pumpkins and growing all the valley vegetables ready for the next star path and selling the excess. So that's all there were today. So why do I do that? I go to all three of Scrooge McDuck's stores, sell different items. So every day when I log on, the first thing I do is I go and check all 3 stores. If I've checked all 3 stores, I know that I've got everything. So when it comes to doing the challenges, I find it really easy because I've got everything that is available. The other thing that I do is I come here and I harvest everything. Regardless of whether I need them or not, I come here every day and harvest that and put majority of it in storage. The other one that I come and do every day is the fish on the beach. So if you've upgraded this, because there's always at least a couple of lobsters or something in there, I collect all these because I do find that there's a lot. Oh, I did. Whoops! Don't want to go in there. Oh, Moana's in there. She had a quest. That's interesting because I didn't know I had any quests left. So I'll come over here to Moana's fishing one, and if we have a look what she's got, a lot of the fish I've already got plenty of them, like the cod. It's like those and the salmon and the herrings. I tend to just sell those straight to Goofy's store that's next to me. But the crabs and the lobster, the squid, the catfish, the sole, quite often I need those. So I collect those. And then obviously the flowers, you've got the flowers that you can collect from the Beast's Garden. Glass is something that quite often you need for the star path. So I do start collecting glass. I've got so much of it. Glass and sand. I've got a chest that is just full of glass. And one of the things that I do there is go up here now. This is a very, very last thing that I'll show you. Is I do come up here and I do have a look every day. Not that one. Where is the other stall gone? This one over here. So I do come to have a look at Christoph's stall. Oh, got some, collect those. I'm so low on, get rid of that. I've left these as well. I've left all the, I don't know what you call these big chunks of ice that I can collect the snowballs if needed. So I do come here every day and have a look what he's got. See if there's anything that I don't have. Or like bricks. Because I've got 5 million gold, I can just buy the majority of them. And I just come and buy them. And I just buy everything that he's got. And that is how I prepare for the star path. I do find it very chilling. Like I said, I don't find it grindy at all. Because I've kind of been grinding slowly over the last couple of weeks. And I do it just as I go around my normal everyday. Collecting Dreamlight is as I do these. So, catching 3 fish from Dazzle Beach, you can see, I just go and put those fish in my storage. Pick 3 mushrooms. Just means that I've got more mushrooms. I make sure that I complete all these as well during the star path, which means I'm collecting a lot of Dreamlight, but I'm also collecting resources as I go, which fulfills the star path. And lastly, when I'm doing the star path, if I find you can bunch them up. So for example, if I find that I've got one that's for Daisy's fashion shows, I wait until another one pops up and then I do the 2 together, which means doing one task will count for both the quests, which halves the amount of stuff that I've got to do. So that's how I prepare for the star path. Is there anything that you do differently, or is there anything that I forgot that you think is crucial? Is there anything that you could add to that maybe I could improve my collection while we're waiting for the next star path? And I hope the next star path is really good fun. And good luck on Wednesday with the star path. Hope you all have fun in Disney Dreamlight. Bye!